Good morning, world. Just gathering a few interested parties. All right, let's do some Duskmourn Draft. Our record yesterday was positive, but not great. We're going to do better today. Let's hop right in. All right, what are we starting off with? I like this Growing Dread in our pack 1. Big fan of that card. I also see Fear of Abduction. Fear of Abduction is definitely great. It is expensive, though. I wonder how it's performing. Fear of Abduction. I definitely like the card. It is strong, but I think I like Growing Dread a little bit more. They're probably pretty close in power level, but I think Growing Dread's a little bit stronger. It is a gold card, so it's not exactly where I want to be starting my draft with, but could turn out excellent if I get the right cards. So I see this Fear of Falling, and I like it a lot. The card's very good. I also see Manifest Dread and Spineseeker Centipede. I see this Veteran Survivor. That card probably ends a lot of games. I know I've lost to it at least once, giving itself hexproof after getting a few exiles. I also see Manifest Dread and Spineseeker Centipede, and I'd like both of those a lot. But I think this Fear of Falling is going to be our pick. All right, pick 3. The Jolly Balloon Man. Pick 3? That card's kind of sweet. It only makes 1/1s, and it's not like they stick around, so it's not incredible. It doesn't make me want to move into red-white just for that. I know Painter's Studio and Defaced Gallery is a very good card. Part of me wants to take this Meat Locker. Cryptid Inspector's pretty much a filler card. I could take Fear of Infinity, another blue card, thinking that maybe I'll just play blue-black, but I don't really want to move in that direction either. Fear of Infinity doesn't impress me. I might just take this Meat Locker over this Painter's Studio Defaced Gallery, because I do like Meat Locker. Another grand entryway here for a white-blue deck. I think Conductive Machete is where we're at here at Manifests. It's a fine rate. Maybe we'll wheel this Twist Reality. Maybe. But Conductive Machete is pretty strong. Another Vengeful Possession. Someone's going to have a cool sacrifice deck. So green is clearly drying up. I see a bunch of black cards. I see some red cards. I like Get Out enough to take it here. It's not incredible, but it definitely does the trick. And sometimes you get to like bring back a Growing Dread and something else, get some value. Conductive Machete or a Bashful Beastie. I do like Bashful Beastie, but I think a second Machete might be a better pick here for us. It's because it's cheaper. I think they're pretty close in power level. Yeah, I like a Bashful Beastie, but we're going to take another uncommon here. Greenhouse and a Rickety Gazebo. Mill 4 cards, then return up to 2 permanents from among them to your hand. I don't love that effect. If I could just grab anything from my graveyard, I'd be down. I see this Infernal Phantom, and I kind of want to take it over this Creeping Peeper in case I do end up in some sort of blue-red. But I have a bunch of enchantments. I'm just going to take the Peeper. A Ghostly Keybearer. I don't really want to end up in blue-red. It's not the best color combination to be in. I'll take a Keybearer. It's a lot of 4-drops, but it'll be just fine. Soul Rager. I think that I want the keys to the house just so I have some ability to splash over this Malevolent Chandelier. I'll show you a Rickety Gazebo. Well said, Miles Hiles. Did you update your Twitch name? I feel like it's capitalized all of a sudden. Nice. All right, well, Ragged Playmate is kind of the best card in this pack. I could take Saw. The card's fine. But this Ragged Playmate's good. And I got another one. And we might end up playing red anyway, but we'll see. I don't really want to. I have seen roughly 0 green cards to choose from after passing that Manifest Dread and Spineseeker Centipede. Ooh, Entity Tracker. That's a good card. I'll have to find some more enchantments. Oh, I have 3 so far. Yeah, Entity Tracker is a good card. It has Flash, too. Makes it much easier to get the value out of it. Great rare. Happy to see it. It'd be cool if we could play green. Ooh. Well, it does do a lot of things that I want it to. It's green. It manifests dread. And it's an enchantment. Yeah. Let's take it. We'll just have to focus on green in this pack, so that pack 3 we can just take the good blue cards. Fantastic. I like how this looks so far. Could definitely use some more Manifest Dreads. Ooh, a Patchwork Beastie over a Coordinated Clobbering. Yeah, probably. The Beastie's going to help me get Delirium. And it's a beater. If you get that out on turn 1, sometimes you just start attacking the next turn. Usually it takes a couple turns. But you could say it's named something like an enchantment creature, a land, into your graveyard, and then put something else into your hand, and then you already have Delirium turn 2. I'm going to take the Beastie over Coordinated Clobbering. Coordinated clobbering is good. Oh, look, coordinated clobbering. It's good, but you do have to tap your creature to get the removal out of it. It's really good with Defiant Survivor, which we don't have right now. I'm really tempted to just take that Manifest Dread because it's a 2-drop creature. It manifests Dread. Yeah. I think Coordinated Clobbering would be good here too, but I think I want this creature more. You do have to tap the creature to get the damage with Clobbering. So it's great for double spelling. It's really awesome to use the same turn that you play a creature. But I got to stick to my theme and take the Manifest Dread. Ticket booth. We did see red coming around. I could just take this Glimmer Burst. I have reasons for enchantments to come into play. Yeah, let's take that. That gives us another reason to get a good Eerie card or two. See Moldering Gem, but I see another Manifest Dread, and we're going to take it. Another Machete? Sure. I'm not as excited to play this Glimmer Burst or this Ghostly Keybearer now that I have all these 4-drops. Overgrown Zealot. I don't think I'm going to take the Zealot over the Centipede. Yeah, I'm taking Spineseeker Centipede here. Since I have 4 2-drops already. That makes me comfortable passing one of those 2-drops. That one's nice to be able to flip cards over like this, but... Oh, nice. That's a couple Eerie triggers and a Manifest Dread. Exactly what we want. Gives me a bunch of Eerie triggers. What are the chances I actually splash red as opposed to have the... I mean, this isn't a card I'm going to splash, is it? I think it's more likely I splash white than red in this deck. And I have the ability to. This isn't necessarily a card that I want to splash, but maybe I'll see a Gremlin Tamer in the next pack. Yeah, I see what you're saying with coordinated clobbering, but I like having these here. Oh, wow. I didn't expect to see that on the wheel. Should have taken that red-green dual land. I think it's less likely I play this, but it is in my colors. I have seen the Cautious Survivor do some pretty strong things. Pack 3. Give me something good. Peer past the veil. If we had taken that red-green dual land, I would totally consider playing this Beastie Beatdown and that. But I think I'd rather have this Overgrown Zealot. I have a lot of 4-drops. It'd be nice to get those out quickly. Ooh, another Beastie or a Cursed Windbreaker? I think I want that Cursed Windbreaker. I see another Ghostly Keybearer. But I think I'd rather have this Bashful Beastie. Bashful Beastie is a nice card to flip. You end up having 5 mana to flip with more often than you might expect. Man, this red splash could have been sweet. Double red's not much of a splash. I could take this green-blue dual land or this Keys to the House. I'm going to take this dual land to make my mana a little better. Moldering Gym looks pretty strong. Yeah, I'll take it. Flashy Butthole card. What is the... I see. Walk-in closet? Do I have enough to make this work? Probably not. We want to try to make it work, though. No, I could have taken that Manifest Dread, but we might actually try to play this. I'm doing a lot of Manifest Dreading. It'd be nice to play lands from my graveyard and then maybe doing something crazy. I'll take this Unwilling Vessel. I see. The auto mod wanted to the auto mod flagged your comment about Flashy Butthole card, but I can see why you would say that, because Peer Past the Veil definitely has Flashy Butthole vibes. We're going to do some silly things here. Can we actually make Walk-in Closet work? I mean, it's eerie triggers. I'm happy with the Megalodon in here. But now I have to cut a card. Another Megalodon. Alright, fine. That is kind of sweet with the closets. Get out returns creatures or enchantments. So I could end up getting back like my Meat Locker and my Growing Dread. Or my Slimy Aquarium. I can totally play 16 lands since I have the 2 Daggermaw Megalodons. I don't think Walk-in Closet is good, but we want to try and play it. Filling up my yard, so. I don't know, I'm looking at Get Out, and I think it's the worst card. Other than Walk-in Closet, of course. Five mana, it's just so much. What's our best case scenario? Being able to play like a Patchwork Beastie and a and a Bashful Beastie or a Fear of Falling, like after getting 11 mana. Well, I do have threats around every corner, so that will help us get up to mana. Your Manifest discard gets exiled for that turn. Yeah, that's true. But just for that turn. Walking Closet is probably just like clearly the worst card. And now that I have this Cathartic Parting to get cards back, even less reason to play it. Though Ghostly Keybearer with Forgotten Cellar is definitely a combo. It sounds like a gimmick because it is a gimmick, but it could be a cool gimmick. I think this deck's going to be good enough without playing Walking Closet. I don't have a whole lot of interaction. So I'm just going to have to make use of the interaction I do have. All right, let's roll it. Let me pop open 17 lands so I can get a copy of this deck. Let's roll it. Not what I expected to do on turn 2, but it's better than land cycling, I think. Nice. Okay. I would like to get Entity Tracker down before threats around every corner. The threats around every corner would help me ramp up pretty well. I'm just going to play this Ghostly Keybearer. See what happens. I don't necessarily want that to grow, but he probably has some tricks. Let's find out. Because let's see. 1, 2, 3. I can take that damage. He got quite the attack squad to come back at me with. Yeah, I probably should have played threats around every corner last turn. And then I could have played dagger. I couldn't have played the Megalodon this turn unless I had drawn another land. But this is going to be a lot of damage that I take. Yeah, I'm going to try and double block and get myself blown out here. Yeah, my instinct was to just block the Storyteller. I should have just gone with it. Wow. Baseball bat. Brutal. Crazy. Well, that was a land I definitely could have used. My opponent's strategy has been quite strong. Very fast-paced. I'll probably just lose. Wow. Yeah, let's call that a loss. Good way to start things off. That was just poor sequencing. I wanted to get value out of my Eerie card by getting some enchantment triggers. I should have just gotten the land off of that Manifest Dread. Threats around every corner on turn 3. That would have changed that game a lot. But I did not expect my opponent to put 10 power on the board, swinging in by turn 5. After not playing a 2-drop. And Shrewd Storyteller definitely got out of hand fast. Should have blocked as I had planned. That's alright. Get that loss out of the way. Let's go undefeated for the rest of it. How absurd. Oh, of course I drew a land there. Give me a break. Man, imagine if this was the top card of my deck instead of another land. It'd be a completely different game. What a joke. Here comes a Trapped in the Screen. Yeah, well, it's nice to be the red-white drafter. That card is pretty outrageous. All right. Starting off strong, 0-2. This is not my set so far. That's how I like my opponents spending their removal spells. Unwisely. He just Winter's Intervention my Spineseeker Centipede when he could have just, like, blocked it with the rat. Hmm. Guy's going off. And try and get a clock on the board by playing a bunch of flyers. Manifest Dread a couple times. Next turn I can equip the machetes to like 1 flyer if he gets rid of one of them. Hmm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And then we'll play another blocker and have lethal in the air next turn. Wow, what a top deck. Excellent. All right. That's a win. Let's try to get more than one of those. Starting off this draft 1 and 2. Those are the best ones to get trophies with. Sounds fine. Welcome, Cylon Skin Job. Can jump scare hit your opponent's creatures? Yeah, looks like your opponent has a jump scare. No land. Brutal. Should see a land next turn. I would be surprised if I didn't. Oh, brutal. Well, at least it's a removal spell. Shuffling a land back in. Yep. Getting screwed. Brutal. Got 10 spells to 2 lands. Looking good, Magic. Looking good. As much as I would like to play the Spine Seeker and get a land, I gotta keep that fear of mobility from beating me to death. And if I top deck another land, I can just curve out with the machete, and then I'll have a good blocker. Had a pretty solid starting hand with these 4 cards, 2 lands, and a Manifest Dread. That is a card. Yeah, that's going to be tough to beat. My opponent has curved out rather beautifully this game, as opposed to our land screw. We've known he's had Jump Scare forever. He's finally going to get to use it. This guy must be playing on a laptop. He moves so slow. Yeah, that's too much. Wow. I ended Bloomborough with a 68% win rate. I entered Modern Horizons 3 with a 67.5% win rate. I think my win rate in Thunder Junction was 70%. I'm getting crushed in this set. Let's try again. And my win rate's still like 56%, but still embarrassing. How good's that Wildfire Wicker Folk? I think Piggy Bank might be a good first pick here. The Mind Skinner seems pretty ridiculous. Can I make that work? That is pretty outrageous. I might just take this Wildfire Wickerfolk and try to do some red-green action instead of taking that Piggy Bank. Trial of Agony. Card looks okay. I think I'd rather just, like, play Altenac and maybe try to get some Say Its names and have some fun. Trial of Agony is a removal spell, though. And it will be good in an aggressive red-green deck. Not necessarily what I want, but I think it'll be good. It'll also help turn on Delirium by putting a sorcery in the yard. Ooh, Infernal Phantom. That's a good red card. So it looks like a good red card. I think Scorching Dragonfire is probably better, though. It's a 4-drop 2/3 that deals 2 damage when it dies. I don't know. I feel like I might have initially rated this card well because that effect is usually powerful. But most of the time, that's probably just going to deal 2 damage, and that's an expensive card to be doing that. Optimistic Scavengers in this pack? What's that, pick 3? Maybe I should just switch gears completely. I haven't passed too many good white cards. Instead of taking that Scorching Dragonfire. Yeah, I'm switching gears. Seeing an Optimistic Scavenger. Dang! Well, maybe we'll just let somebody else play red-green. Forget the fact we have these and go all in on this Optimistic Scavenger. The Scorching Dragonfire would look really good with this Beastie Beatdown next. Beastie Beatdown is strong. Switching gears. Fear of Surveillance. That's a great card for our white-blue deck that we're moving into. I do see a lot of red and green cards here. I don't feel incredibly confident about the move, but I think Optimistic Scavenger is good enough to switch for. I could end up playing white-red. I don't really want Erratic Apparition very much, but I could take this Ticket Booth in case I'm in white-red. Piggy Bank would have been the better pick. Pick one. Feels like Cuber is not that good. I don't know how good Cult Healer really is, though. I think Terramorphic Expanse might be the better card, or Creeping Peeper. I guess I'll take this flyer. Maybe it'll end up unlocking a Tunnel of Hate over Terramorphic. No, I'm going to take Terramorphic Expanse. I think it's more likely I have to splash a color than I want to play Ghostly Keybearer. So here is a decision point. Do we move in the direction of white-blue or in the direction of red-white? Red-white or white-blue? Piranha or Clockwork Percussionist? Well, Percussionist is better. Wow, Wheeling the Mind Skinner? Well, make it happen. That does help the cast. Alright, well, looks like we could be playing red in here, but we don't necessarily have a good reason to yet. I mean, take a booth is fine. Lionheart Glimmer, another Fear of Isolation, or a Paranormal Analyst. I think it's probably going to be a Fear of Isolation here. Lionheart Glimmer is strong, but it is expensive. And Fear of Isolation is just kind of always awesome. 2-drop, 2/3 with flying, and it's going to help trigger my Optimistic Scavenger multiple times. Veteran Survivor. I'm happy to just get on the board, as opposed to taking this Glassworks. Maybe I should take this Glassworks. That card's good. And I do have the ability to splash red. Veteran Survivor is definitely going to be fine, but I think since we have these red splashes, that we should just take this enchantment. Ooh, Smoky Lounge. Meat Locker. Alright, Unnerving Grasp is clearly the best card in this pack. Seeing another Veteran Survivor. We're going to take the Unnerving Grasp. Grand entryway to go with our Optimistic Scavenger, combo with our Fear of Isolations. Don't mind if I do. Fear of Mobility or an Underwater Tunnel. Yeah, that's tough. I think I'd rather have the Underwater Tunnel. I do really like Fear of Immobility. It keeps moving up in my evaluation. Ooh, another Optimistic Scavenger. Nice. All right. I do have several rooms to sacrifice, and I don't see myself playing Clammy Prowler. I don't necessarily think I'll play this card, but put it in my deck. Do we have more than... We have 3 ways to manifest dread so far? Yeah, I'll take this card. It'd be nice to have that dual land, but... Ooh, there's 2 of them? I didn't even notice that that was a wheel. Wow. Do I want to take another one over this Unsettling Twins? Yeah, I think I do. Maybe I'll find more Unsettling Twins in pack 3. That does manifest dread. Probably don't want to play either of those, but we have the option to. Blood Pit's Drowner, or another Optimistic Scavenger. Ugh. That hurts. That hurts me deep in my soul. Blood Pit's Drowner is awesome. Having a 3rd Optimistic Scavenger? I don't think I can pass that. We're going to take a 3rd one. And be very happy. Another Glassworks? Yeah, totally. It's great with our Fear of Isolation. This 2-drop that draws cards and combos with Fear of Isolation. Yeah, awesome. That is an excellent pickup. A 2nd grand entryway after we got 2 more Optimistic Scavengers. Hopefully we could wheel that Glimmer Burst. I am kind of interested in splashing for this because I actually have some good rooms to get rid of. Shard Mage's Rescue. Great pickup. A removal spell, I suppose, over a Creeping Peeper. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Or Twist Reality. I want to take Twist Reality. Another Analyst? Alright. Now I definitely want to play Ticket Booth. And we wield a Slimy Aquarium. Excellent. We will have some cuts to make, but not many. Maybe I just play 2 of these 3. No, I like the Analyst. How many ways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to manifest dread. All right. Will I ever cast the Mind Skinner is the question. Yeah, I think this deck will run off of 16 lands well. Since I have this Megalodon. I want Optimistic Scavenger out on turn 1, but it doesn't need to be. And I think adding the Glassworks makes the deck better. Creeping Peeper would be nice to have to help flip these and cast this. Do I want one Creeping Peeper over this Paranormal Analyst? I probably don't. Probably just rather have more Analysts. I think this deck looks pretty cool. Optimistic Scavenger .deck, splashing red. I've got 7 rooms to sacrifice. I wish I had gotten that Smoky Lounge. That would have been cool. I remember taking a good card over it, though. When was that? Pick 3? Pick 2? I took Unnerving Grasp over Smoky Lounge. Yeah, that makes sense. No, that's not going to do it. Pretty decent. I can play my Analyst on 2. Split Skin Doll Scavenger on 3 if I draw planes. And then the next turn, play Ticket Booth. There's more where that came from. Hey, look, it's Ursine. Burr. Thanks for being here. I already lost a draft in my first hour. It's quick. I don't really want to tap out. I don't know. I'm afraid of tapping out. I have this Counterspell and Shard Mage's Rescue, and if I play half of this Underwater Tunnel, then I can't keep up Twist Reality. If I play this, I can't keep this up. Pass. I guess that's going to be worth countering. I don't really have anything to deal with flyers. Nice. Now I can keep up the Guard Mage's Rescue. You must have that one drop that gives something +3/+0. Rough. He turned his 2/2 into a 1/1. Probably should have searched for my land first. Any reason to turn on Delirium? No, or put those in my yard. Oops. Alright, well let's see what we can get by doing this. Alright, that works for me. Roaring Furnace? Oh no! What's he gonna target? Nay! Alrighty, I'm gonna flip this creature here, sacrifice my room to draw the Megalodon, and then I'll sacrifice Terramorphic Expanse. Could just give something double strike. Not going to be as powerful because he has his Percussionist out, but he won't have great blocks. Good game. What are we? 2-2 now? Oh, we're starting a new draft. 1-0. All right. That's how we like to start it off. Let's do it again. My new tires feel pretty fantastic. Silent skin job. Ooh. This is a pretty good hand. Prime for punishment because of my splash, but about to go off. What? Come on, dude. I don't even want to play this anymore. Ugh, that's annoying. Yeah, he put a wrench right in my plans. I don't really want to threaten attacks here. I'm not going to play it, so I'm going to get value out of it. Gosh darn it. Oh. Seems powerful. We do have the same eyes. Any similar features? Okay, alright. I like to see my opponent spending mana to draw cards instead of doing something about my board condition. Oh look, he's got an optimistic scavenger. Oh, look at that. Wow. What did he draw into? That trapped in the screen? That is absolute madness. That looked like it was going to be a 4/4. Did I read that wrong? Why is that a 5/5? That had 4 counters on it. Okay. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. How is that a 5/5? I am very, very confused. That doesn't make any sense at all. What the heck? How is that even possible? 1, 2 enchantments. 3 enchantments. He had already played that when he got it out. Or did he? I don't know. But either way, he didn't flip this. That's only 4 triggers. How could this possibly be a 5/5? Nico makes 2 enchantments. 1, 2, 3. This was played very early. And if he activated this once while the Unwilling Vessel was out, then that's 4 triggers. It doesn't make any sense at all. I don't get it. He doesn't have any other cards in his graveyard. So at the most, it should be a 4/4. And it should have died to Glassworks. How could that possibly be a 5/4? Finally. It's a 4/4 over here. don't think he has a trick. What an excellent top deck on that Unnerving Grasp. Got him. I am still so thoroughly confused. Did he shuffle something back in his deck that I didn't notice? Oh! It's the number of counters on him, not the number of possession counters. And it had a +1/+1 counter on it. That explains it. All right. Cool. Got him. Next. 2-0. I thought it just counted the possession counters. Usually those effects just count whatever counter they're building up. That's unique. Oh man, this hand is so close to being awesome. Playing against a nimble mongoose. A ferocious beast, really. We've got a nice little curve here. 2, 3 Glassworks into Fear Isolation at some point. I don't want a ticket booth without this Paranormal Analyst out anymore. Ooh, that's nice. Get to play the Scavenger into ticket booth next turn. Or would it make more sense to do the Glasswork so that I can get in and attack with the Fear of Surveillance? Yeah, let's try that instead. Let's get rid of whatever this is. Put a counter on here. And get him for 3. I kind of want that, so I can have double red. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now we have reason to use Fear of Isolation on that instead. And now we get to attack in for 3 with the Analyst. And have a 2/3 blocker up. Keep putting pressure. So next turn we can give something double strike. We can activate this. We got all sorts of choices. Probably just use Ticket Booth to draw a card. No attack. Manifest read that. Put this underwater tunnel into my hand and play it. All right. Definitely played out all of our cards, but we still have things on the board, so we're going to be in just fine shape. Yep. Now I can use this to make this creature large enough to attack with. I'm going to put Glassworks down so that I can draw this land and then attack. And the Soul Rager. That should be too much pressure for my opponent to deal with. Got him. Jeskai, Eerie Rooms. 3-0. You were right, Bear. He forfeited. I watched. It happened. Turns out Triple Optimistic Scavenger is pretty decent. Believe it or not. Let me grab the deck list for this. Put it in the chat in case anybody feels like checking her out. All right, let's keep it rolling. The red splash in here is very powerful. I like all of our paranormal analysts. That's fun. We're playing a lot of uncommons. Oh yeah, this is a great hand. I don't know if I'll have another untapped mana to get the Scavenger out on turn 1, so I'm going to do it this way. I might just cycle next turn. Then I can play Scavenger into Entryway on turn 3. It's a tough first surveil for my opponent. And if I draw a land, I can Fear of Isolation the Grand Entryway back. I guess I could just activate this and attack for 7. I don't need another blue mana to do anything interesting. I'll let him gain some life next turn if he wants to not block here. I want to make the creatures too large for him to be able to block. That's why I don't leave up a Glimmer there. I'm okay with him gaining 3 life again if I can make the Glimmer too large for him to get through in the future. Plus, activating that makes it so when I do draw my other land, I can get the full value out of Fear of Isolation and Grand Entryway, now that I've gotten an extra 3+1/+1 counters from that. Another land, and things will be looking awesome for us. Without another land, we could struggle to continue to create tempo, but see what happens. I wanted to get rid of that Scavenger. Pretty good play. Probably should have dropped a Fear of Isolation there. Returned an island to my hand and then played the Analyst just to get some more value out of my mana. This is going to gain life from that Piranha Fly. Yeah, that was a mistake. I really don't want to take another 3 in the air. You're strong. We have some really good card advantage coming through. And as long as our opponent doesn't have a jump scare in his hand, can't go too poorly right now. Three, go to 8. Maybe I should just play a land and keep up Banish from Sight so that I can get some more value out of these enchantments next turn. He has his Eerie trigger. Not what I was hoping for. Get our Optimistic Scavenger back, and I don't need that land. And then next turn, I can attack with that Mind Skinner and then just beat him in 2 swings. Doink. That's hilarious. Mind Skinner win. Here we go. My opponent had 25 life last turn. And they thought that they were in for a long game. But no. We just get to mill 20 cards from the top of their deck in 2 turns. This was a powerful card to have manifested. Dread. Did he draw an answer? Got him. That was awesome. Big fan of the Mind Skinner. We're 4-0. Let's keep it going. Oh, what just happened? I just bugged out the game. I gotta restart the client because it put me in a match, but it didn't start the match. Here we go. Buggy, buggy, buggy. Oof. Imagine if that was an island. Wow, that's brutal. That would really help make this hand keepable if I could hold on to that blue land. Or this blue card, but I have to get rid of it. I top deck an island. It's close. Man. This would have been worth a couple cards for me. Get our analyst out. Next turn we can ticket booth. We're a turn slow, but oh well. Okay, Glassworks in our hand. We're happy to see that. Oh. And then drop another island. Putting some stream safe lo-fi back on. That's a good draw. Take another 2 in the air. Nothing I can do about that. That's good target for this other Glassworks. Especially now that he has Delirium. and blow him out here. Take it. Boom. Boom. Very pleased with that trade. Strong for our opponent. And that's going to make it harder to kill him fast, but I think our clock's still faster. You can get a land and he can manifest away, my dude. Can you imagine? If we had that optimistic scavenger. Really? Really? That's the combination of cards I just lost to. A Frantic Strength and Enter the Enigma. That is hilarious. Way to go, opponent. You used two of what are probably the worst cards in the set and beat me using both of them. Way to go. I'm impressed. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the worst blue card. Frantic Strength probably isn't the worst green card, but I bet it's close. That was hilarious. That opponent's going to struggle to get wins with that deck, but they got me good. Good game. Guard. Fear of Isolation is going to go very well with his Glassworks. Excellent. We've got some good attacks next turn. trade? Rather do this. Nice. Wow. Next turn if I draw an island, I can just mill him for a ton. Alright, no milling for a ton. Not yet. I'm just going to keep up the Shard Mage's Rescue instead of trying to use it for... Oh no. I can put 3 +1/+1 counters on this. Deal. Waltz of Rage. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to wipe a board. That was pretty good Frantic Strength. Man, Frantic Strength. Doing things for my opponents again. It's pretty funny. Intruding Soul Rager is a good way to close out the game here. Oh, wow. I might just lose before I get a chance, though. That he had that Waltz of Rage to blow up my entire board. How absurd. Doesn't Doesn't look like he has anything though, so maybe he does. Oh, he's got another creature. Yeah. I just need a land and I'm in great shape. There we go. I didn't even need a land. Nice. All right, 5 and 1. Another frantic strength. That one wasn't good enough to get the win for him though. I mean, sometimes your opponent plays a 5-drop and then blows up the board, I suppose. That was cool. They couldn't blow it all up, though. Double Optimistic Scavenger built up our creatures way too fast. I'm just going to hope that I draw into some blue here, because I have an Optimistic Scavenger and a Glassworks. And this little value combo. You got Wayward Moggy. Well, neither do I. Not how I like to start a game on the play. At least I have that Scavenger out. Getting the full 4 damage value out of that Glassworks. Wow. With ward too. I'm getting punished hard with this hand. I've drawn 1, 2, 3 blue cards and an Optimistic Scavenger. A lot of blue sources too. What a shame. I would have kept that hand 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10. Looked great. Just bad luck. And my opponent has double Sheltered by Ghosts. That's funny. Yeah, that's gonna be too late. Yeah. Still take 4 no matter what. Even if I bounce the Arabella and block the 3/3. Alright, 5 and 2. Be right back. Quick break, and then we'll finish this out. Back at it. 5 and 2. Let's score that trophy. You can't expect to have 7-card hands to keep every time with this deck because of the way the mana looks. But the splash is fairly free. I still have 8 sources of white and of blue. That is not what I want to see my opponent do on turn 2. That card is really good. It would have been nice to get some eerie value off of that grand entryway, but we have a couple ways to do that. There we go, that 1/1 can block the centipede if the time ever comes. Nice. That's a good scavenger. Hopefully we'll get a couple more counters off of it next turn. I hope my opponent decides to not deal with my Fear of Isolation. That way I can keep up Shard Mage's Rescue for the future. Looking good. Nice. I'm really tempted to just make this Fear of Isolation absolutely enormous. Can the Shard Mage's Rescue resolve? Got him! Nice. Yeah, that was pretty absurd. Just stacking up a Fear of Isolation with like 4 +1/+1 counters. Oh man. Alright, we're 6 and 2. Let's get that trophy. No white cards. I'm gonna keep it. I get to Underwater Tunnel on turn 1. And I get to Fear of Isolation that back to my hand next turn. It would have been nice to have the second blue for this Twist Reality, but I'd rather keep myself from drawing too many lands. Fear of Isolation is a serious threat on turn 2. My opponent didn't play anything. Uh-oh. Clammy Prowler? That ain't it. That's not gonna do it, bro. I will attack for 2 and leave back some counterspell magic. This guy. Piranha Fly. I'm okay with resolving. Fear of Isolation, too strong. What is this deck list? It's awesome. Here, let me post it here. This is game. Yeah, there we go. We got a trophy. Let's take a look at the deck list through Proxy 99. Seven and 2. We got our trophy. Here is the deck list. I opened a Mind Skinner. Pack 1, pick 1. But instead, I took this Wildfire Wickerfolk because I thought it looked good, and based on the other cards in the pack, looked like a good pick. Then the Mind Skinner wheeled. But my pick 3 was an Optimistic Scavenger. Pick 3 Optimistic Scavenger. And so then I switched gears, and then I picked up like 2 more Optimistic Scavengers, and the Analysts came around way late at the end of Pack 2, and then another one in Pack 3. So it all just came together. Ended up getting a really easy splash for these red cards. The Soul Rager was sweet. That won me at least 1 game. I mean, it's not incredible, but when you have like 7 rooms that you want to get rid of, pretty decent. We're gonna post this up in the trophy list and start another draft. You know, when I see Optimistic Scavenger, I change colors. Hello, new draft. What you got for me? Is Fear of Being Hunted as awesome as I think it is? Pretty strong. I've played with the Head Shredder before, and it's just fine. It is indeed a rare, but You know, it's a 4-drop, 5/5 body. Sometimes it ends up giving you some value, but just ends up drawing you extra lands mainly. I think Fear of Being Hunted is going to be better than a first pick Grand Entryway. Grand Entryway is definitely very good, but it's really only good when you have... It's very good when you have Eerie. Otherwise, it's just okay. Let's take Fear of Being Hunted. Go from there. I see this Patched Plaything. I see this Turn Inside Out. I see this Smoky Lounge. I think that the Patched Plaything is where I want to be, as opposed to Smoky Lounge, Misty Saloon. Smoky Lounge, Misty Saloon does seem cool. Seems like a fine card to start out a draft with, too. Patched Plaything is good. It's going to be good in a red-white deck. You know what? I really want to be playing red-white. I don't want to play Misty Saloon very much. Let's take a Plaything. Another Smoky Lounge. Well, we could have done it. I think Turn Inside Out is going to be my pick here. Now, let's take the Smoky Lounge, Misty Saloon, and Turn Inside Out's really good with the Patched Plaything, though. I think it's a low chance of us wheeling that other one, but nothing in this pack excites me enough to take it over this, so let's see what happens. Blood Pit's Drowner, pick 4. Man, I wish I had taken that other Saloon. Yeah, I'll take Flood Pit's Drowner. That card's great. Blue-red is definitely not the best color pair to be in, but oh well, we've got some good some good cards to start it off. Painter Studio, Deface Gallery, good card. Simple as that. I don't think Grixis is where I'm headed. I could take Creeping Peeper, because it's going to help me cast all of these rooms. But I think Conductive Machete is where I want to be. Over this blue land. Underwater Tunnel over this Rampaging Soul Rager. Vengeful Possession. I'm gonna make use of that in my red deck. I might be able to pick up some good cards for it. There are a few different ways to sacrifice your creature just in red. You don't need black. I do have a lot of enchantments. I think Creeping Peeper would be a good pick for me here. Megalodon. No, I'm gonna take this white-blue land because oh, we did it! We wheeled the Smoky Lounge Misty Saloon. Heck yeah, that's freaking awesome. We're going rooms. We're going hard on rooms, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, green-blue splash over Glimmerburst. I don't think I'm going to have room for Glimmerburst, so I'm going to put in Lakeside. Jack. And I'm going to take this too, just in case I want to play white. I mean, Erratic Apparition would probably be fine in this deck, but I don't care. I don't want it. Razorkin Needlehead. Seems like a fine 2-drop. Is it better than Fear of Falling in his first strike during my turn? Yeah, seems awesome. Razorkin Horde Caller. Also a very, very good card. And probably a little bit better than the Needlehead, since the Needlehead's going to be kind of hard to cast. Horde Caller over that Fear of Falling is probably going to be the pick. Yeah. It's not a room, but I don't care. You don't need to play all rooms. You can play lots of rooms. Throwing Dread. We're not doing a whole lot of manifesting, even with our rooms. I'll take a Piranha Fly, get another 2-drop. That card's good in blue-red. You want to play a 2-drop creature to start hitting them with in your blue-red deck. I like Ticket Booth. It's a room. It's a creature. And it's a win condition. I am remiss to take Rampaging Soul Rager. I think it's a pretty bad card. But sometimes it's a 3-drop 4/4. Stalked Researcher. At least Stalked Researcher can attack with a few of the other things that I have. And, like, block. I have a ton of Eerie triggers, so I'll be able to trigger this to attack pretty often. And it'll be a good blocker. Most Valuable Slayer, Tunnel Surveyor, Fear of Imposters. Fear of Imposters isn't incredible, but it is a nice card to have. I think I'm going to take this Most Valuable Slayer so that I have one to go with my fear of being hunted. Though Tunnel Surveyor would probably be pretty good as well. I'm taking Most Valuable Slayer, maybe. No, I have to take the Tunnel Surveyor. There we go. Blue-red uncommon. It'd be nice if I could take this Ticket Booth, but I won't wheel this Soul Rager, and it's going to be good for our deck. Fear of Isolation. Nice. That's going to be good with Ticket Booth. It's going to be good with our Misty Saloon. Wow! Blood Pit's Drowner. Pick 8? Incredible. Underwater Tunnel. Slimy Aquarium. Take this Boiler Bilge's Ripper. Probably won't play it though. Ooh, a Ragged Playmate? I think I'm actually going to take this Rampaging Soul Rager now that I have so many rooms. And probably just still not play either one. I should have taken that Ragged Playmate. Stalked Researcher has been really good for you. I haven't been playing with it much. It's a good rate, and you end up triggering Eerie all the time with your blue decks. So I believe you that it's been good. I haven't had much experience yet. It's pretty strong, especially when they put a +1/+1 counter on it with a Grand Rotunda. Or Elegant Rotunda. This is an okay room, but we don't really want to splash that badly. I think Norin might be good just to get some more... I don't know. Norin's not that good. Maybe I just want another Piranha Fly. This is a 1-drop. 1-drops are pretty cool, but it doesn't fly. And I feel like it's just going to get shut down pretty easily. I could take Turn Inside Out. I'm just going to take another Piranha Fly. Okay. Well, that's a card. Do I make any treasures? No. Omnivorous Flytrap's a really good card. Maybe I should just take this Turn Inside Out. But Omnivorous Flytrap, you know, my deck is already pretty much built. If I could just get a couple more dual lands, then this would be pretty sweet to have in there. I have a lot of different card types. I guess I have mostly enchantments and creatures. I'm going to take the Flytrap. I think turn inside out would be fine, but I might not need it. Here we go. Unwilling Vessel over a Razorkin Horde Caller? I don't think so. I think I'm going to take another Horde Caller. Ghostly Keybearer? I do have lots of rooms to unlock. Card's probably at home in this blue-red deck. Oh, here we go. Another Misty Salon. Alright. Don't make a sound. It's totally playable. But that Terramorphic Expanse actually allows us to splash with this Omnivorous Flytrap. I think I would rather have the interaction, actually. Would I? No. Don't make it sounds fine, but I don't need it in this deck. Lakeside Shack over a Glimmer Burst. Yeah, that's gonna solidify our Omnivorous Flytrap. We get a Daggermaw Megalodon. Probably a hand that feeds over Norn, honestly. Norn seems fine. It is a 1-drop. You know what? Norn can bounce back my Flood Pits Drowners sometimes, so I'll take it. I don't think Conductive Machete is going to be very good in this deck. Erratic Apparition might find a slot just because we have so many enchantments. Alright, Triple Smoky Lounge, Misty Saloon. I'm excited about this. Let's play the worst color pair and smoke them out. It would have been nice to have another ticket booth. What did I take over the second ticket booth? This Intruding Soul Rager? That'll probably be good. 9 blue sources, 8 red sources. I don't need to win with Sorin. I just have so many other things to do. It feels weird to think about cutting Tunnel Surveyor. You take out a Piranha Fly. Yeah. I really like the idea of having that flyer. Piranha Fly isn't performing as well as I had hoped because it does have 1 toughness, and mainly it comes into play tapped. But I think it fits our game plan really well of Horde Callers and playing 3-drops that don't affect the board, like Smoky Lounge. I could cut a land. I don't love that idea. That's a lot of cards that cost 4. Piranha Fly over a Tunnel Surveyor. You know, I don't hate that idea, but I think the Piranha Flies are going to be pretty sweet for me. I cut the Conducted Machete, is that correct? That helps me turn on... Well, I have instant enchantment, land, and creature. That's the only way I can get Delirium. I don't have any sorceries or artifacts. Instant enchantment, land, and creature, and I only have 2 instants. Well, maybe this fly trap is not going to make it after all. And then play another Vanish from Sight. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think Machete is solid too. I guess I could play it over one of these Vanish from Sights. It makes the fly trap playable if I put in this artifact, sort of. Yeah, I'll play a Machete over that other Vanish from Sight because I have some good flyers to throw it on. All right, I like this deck. Roll it. Grab the deck list. I didn't get any meat lockers. That is very noticeable in the deck list. We'll see how it plays out. But that card, Meat Locker, is one of the reasons that Smoky Lounge is pretty good in a blue-red deck, because that adding 2 red lets you ramp up to drawing 3 cards very quickly. I don't have Eerie triggers to worry about in this deck, so I just want to get my rooms out there. I'll need double blue eventually, but I don't need that double blue. We'll get our Vigilance Attacker out. That's not the kind of trade that I want to make. Maybe I should just play the Smoky Lounge so that I have some things to do next turn. That second blue mana would be nice sooner than later. Guess it would be good to get an attack in here. Doesn't make as much sense. But I do have creatures with vigilance, so I'd rather trade off with the hand that feeds than with the living phone anyway. And this way I get in 2 damage instead of waiting for him to move to attacks, tapping something, and then blocking the other one. It keeps it tapped down for 1 less turn, but I won't need it tapped down for another turn when I get to make a 3/3. don't want to start sacrificing things to the Soul Rager, because I want to use this Misty Saloon. Yeah, I mean, might as well. It's not my favorite thing to spend 4 mana to take care of his 1 mana trick, but it is a 2-for-1, and we take those. I'm not gonna block that. Wow. This is the beginning of my first main phase. Alright, so you don't get it right away. We don't need it right now. Brutal. That's one of our better runes. Alright. Next turn we can play Smoky Lounge, keep up the Drowner, get in some attacks. Why didn't he play his land first? Could have drawn a free card. Would you care to double block? Radovel. Huh. He wants to single block? That's a weird play. He must have a good 2-drop. I guess he just really wants to attack with fear of missing out. Maybe he has a Sheltered by Ghosts, and he's going to give it lifelink and then get in some attacks. That'd be a pretty good strategy for him. Did he get something good? We shall see. Arbella, that is definitely something good. Alright, now we've got 7 mana to spend on runes. I'm getting rid of that fear of missing out anyway, so I might as well get an extra 2 damage with one of my Flood Pits Drowners. Can I scare him? Oh, there we go. Oh no, he's got some tricks. Okay. I'm all of a sudden much less worried about fear of missing out, but let's get it. I don't want him to have to be able to pull any crazy tricks. He does have white. Means he could give something lifelink and attack twice. You can do some crazy things with fear of missing out. Your opponent doesn't see it coming. So I can make a 4/4. Another turn inside out. This guy took all the turn inside outs that I didn't take last draft. Is that what's happening? All right. No, he's got a real combat trick this time. Not that turn inside out isn't a real combat trick, but it just replaces your creature. It doesn't keep it alive. Gonna flip that. Is it gonna be the Sheltering Spirits? I dedicate this game to Smoky Lounge Misty Scene. I actually dedicate it to Flood Pit's Drowner because that card's ridiculous and is absolutely the reason we won. Good game. Isn't they gonna pick 8 Flood Pit's Drowner in one of the packs? Crazy. Is that pack 2? Or was that pack 1? No way that could have been pack 1. Pack 2? It was pack 2. I got Fear of Isolation into Flood Pit's Drowner. I'm gonna have to extend my hours to be 4 hours at a time, because I don't think 3 is gonna be enough to finish the number of drafts I need to in the future. Pick 9 Unnerving Grasp? What, in pack 1? It's madness. Honestly, any pack that's madness. That card's crazy good. Nice snag. Pack 3, that makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot more sense. I do not like to see my opponent play that on turn 2. We're just gonna have to make our strategy a little bit faster. Hopefully he just passes with a Twist Reality up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good curve for him. Blue-red versus blue-red? How about that? Flip into a 4/4 for 2 mana. Pretty You got opponent. Add a tat. Nothing. My opponent is doing nothing. Quite a tank. Maybe they disconnected. Looks like he might have disconnected. Came back just in the nick of time. I think I can race him with this Horde Caller coming up next turn. Nice. Nice. That's a much better result than me playing the Key Bearer, just getting that scorched. Chillin' with Karn. How many removal spells did my opponent just use? On Creeping Peepers and Piranha Flies and Manifest Redditives? That card's annoying. Attack, he would block and I could bounce dissection tools back. That wouldn't really make sense. What if I just put the lifelink creature at the top of his deck and attack? Because then he can give something double strike and equip if he draws another mountain. I can't really race it though. I would rather get this Ghostly Keybearer out now. That I can't get out it. Yeah, exactly, that counterspell. At least now I have something to do. Finish from sight. Something to do while he has counterspell mana, that is. Alright, cool with that. It's a good play for him. Oh yeah, put it on the 4. Alright. Alright, this is sweet. Unlock. Make a 4/4. Fear of Isolation. Do I want back my Misty Saloon or this Razorkin Horde Caller? Probably the Misty Saloon. More 4/4 flyers. What are the chances he has a trick? If he has a trick, this is a bad play. If he doesn't have a trick, you know what? I don't even care if he keeps gaining life. I have so much power in the air. Ah, that'll do it. That is a very, very good card. And it's going to be pretty tough for us to beat. Yeah, Vanish from Sight doesn't even solve that problem. Overlord of the Boiler Bilges is probably going to put a nail in this coffin. Oh my god. Is he going to put that... Oh my gosh. Opponent, that's so kind of you. That was so generous for you to just move that and give me one target that I had to hit with Vanish from Sight. Nice. I mean, he can still sacrifice his rune to draw a card and play it. But then he'll have to tap his Soul Rager. Do you have a way to deal me 5 more damage in his hand? I needed to keep back that 1/1 in case he does draw the Boiler Bilges and kills my 4/4. I'll need the final point of power to kill him. Even could have like move dissection tools. Oh no, he couldn't have. Already. I got him when he moved to attacks. Tap it. Tap it. Oh, that's strong. Wow. Now he gets to impend. Wow. And gain that life. That is crazy. Opponent. Man, that Soul Ranger having lifelink is crazy. How much life will he gain if I just go like this? I'll gain 4, 5, 6, then I'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the air. Yeah, he might put me to 1. He might just kill me. Yeah, he had it. I needed one more blocker. Man, that Overlord of the Boiler Bilges was too strong. Almost pulled it off. If I had bounced the Horde Caller instead of the Misty Saloon, it would have given me more blocking fodder, which would have kept me alive a little bit longer. And I might have been able to race him that way. I like this hand. I like this hand a lot. Pretty good uncommon for our opponent to play. To block our Vigilance creature. Wow. Double Bird Spell. That's impressive. Oh, that's awesome. Triple Smoky Lounge on turn 4. Next turn I'll have 10 mana, so I can pop 2 of these. Make a 4/4 and a 5/5 with a fly. need another blue mana. Oh, that's not enough. How much damage is that slasher gonna deal me? I would like the answer to be no. Smoky Lounge. Let's pop one of those. I guess I could pop the other, but then I wouldn't have the answer for the fruit spinners. That seems like a good trade. Get rid of a couple brood spinners. Don't need that. Yeah, I wanted to take care of the double brood spinners so that I could have some better attacks in the air. And now I do indeed have some good attacks in the air. Next turn I'll make a 6/6. Then I can start cycling through my runes with the Soul Rager. Spinner will help him keep him alive for a turn, I guess. Dropping 3 Smoky Lounges by turn 4. Pretty awesome. A non-token enchantment. Yeah, I can sacrifice one of those. And a non-token creature. Yeah, I can sacrifice one of those. He's dead. Oh no, he has reach, so he's not dead yet. He has to block the 6 and the 5. Because if he takes 5, 6, 7, he can sacrifice to... Yeah, he has to... crack this. Get our surveil trigger after we do this. I'm going to manifest red first.
The dreams.
Looks good. Looks like you're able to mill yourself to death, though. How many times can you actually attack with this? 3 times? And then you're just dead? I'm not impressed. Alright, that was awesome. Smoky Lounge, very good when you have 3 of them. With more blue mana, things would have gotten really silly really fast. Alright. Play another one. Alright, this is going to be my last game for today, but let's get one more win here with this awesome blue-red deck. And then tomorrow, we'll be back on for 12 to 3, probably more like 12 to 4. That's a powerful card. If my opponent manifests Dread, then I will return Oblivious Bookworm. Oh, here we go. I'll let him manifest Dread. With that trigger, I'm going to put Oblivious Bookworm back in this deck. It'll get shuffled in. I have this Flood Pitch Drowner to block to tap down blockers next turn. That's why I didn't attack with the Horde Caller. Advantage from sight on his Bookworm was excellent. It's keeping him from drawing extra cards. It already got rid of 1 extra card. And there's another one. Wow. So much land. Make another 1/1. Play the Piranha Fly. I'm not ready to lose my Horde Caller yet. be a good combo with the Piranha Fly. I'm happy for Horde Crawler just making me 1/1s for now. It'd be nice to get in with the 4/4 hasty guy, but getting the most out of our cards. What a great 23rd, 24th card for your Manifest Red deck. I don't want to lose my Horde Caller, but it would give me a bunch of 1/1s. Yeah, I'm just going to pass again. I would rather the Horde Caller just be an engine that keeps him from attacking and makes me a 1/1 every turn. Like to get rid of the chandelier, so let's tap it for now, and then maybe shuffle it back in next turn. Shuffle that back in. Fungus. No attacks. That's nice. Play this. Just make it 5/5. Make another 1/1 and unlock this door. The double Smoky Lounge next turn will make this Painter Studio, the face gallery, absolutely awesome. until next turn. It is time to turn sideways. The time has come. I have amassed enough 1/1s. Oh yeah. Smoky Lounges, good game. Alright, today we've gone 1 and 3. We've gone 5 and 3. We've gone 3 and 1. What's that? 6 and 6, 9 and 7. That's a positive record. Alright, 9 and 7 to end today. I gotta bounce, got some plans. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I'm Felonyus.